Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Great Day Houston. Okay, question for you when you woke up this morning. Does knee pain or back pain make it hard for you to get around? And here's what makes it worse. You had surgery to fix it, you were handed a prescription, and you're still having problems. There's a treatment that uses the healing power of your own body to get rid of that pain and improve the function. Dr. Jim Weiss explains how it can help you live a more active lifestyle.
Dr. Weiss, so many times we try to address our health problems through a pill or surgery. You are board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation, and more specifically, regenerative medicine. What does that mean? That's a little bit different approach.
So I'm a board certified rehab doctor and I specialize in regenerative medicine. So we focus on functional medicine and regenerative medicine, which is basically using stem cells and PRP as a means, a natural treatment which cures things that normally we can't get any cure. I use the word cure. It's still considered a investigational procedure, but we use stem cells, and these stem cells are amazing cells. They're primitive cells. They have amazing healing capabilities. They have innate intelligence like a quarterback. That's a lead cell, and it helps in regeneration of tissue and also in repair of tissue. Before, we only had, say, surgery, which has all kinds of problems, as we all know. Steroids, opioids, they don't solve the problem. So we have these incredible cells, and they're called medicinal signaling cells.
What type of stem cells do you use?
We use your own body stem cells, harvested from your body. They work better than other types of cells, and they're from your own source. Because they're safer, there's less autoimmune reaction, and we don't have any problems. We use the same day procedure, so we don't have any problems of infection from a laboratory, for example.
Michael, you have a job that's physical. You had back issues and nothing was working for you.
I had a disc inflamed, and so I had it fixed. I had a surgery fixed on it, but it was in the morning I'd wake up and it would take a while for me to get my day going. It took a while, and I really couldn't I couldn't run, or I could run, but I would be sore the next day, and I was always kind of like taking ibuprofen to kind of keep my back from hurting. And then I got the stem cell, and within like 3 months or less than that, I guess it felt like it all grew back. And running, cycling, mountain bike riding, wearing my air pack, my back never bothers me. I wake up in the morning and I'm fresh, and it's been like that for over 5 years. I've had that stem cell done about 5 years ago, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, and Dr. Weiss, what's so crazy about that is you hear people all the time say that they rely on, as you talked about, medications that just really address symptoms, not the problem, and surgeries that can even cause more problems. All right, so walk us through the treatment process with stem cells.
So first, we do an extensive evaluation to make sure that he's a candidate, which he was. Secondly, during the procedure, I have a model to show you some of the things that we do. Is that okay if I show you the model?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So I have a model here, and one of the first steps is we X-ray fluoroscopy right over here, this bone. We take some cells from the bone, which takes about a half hour. In a day procedure, takes about a half hour, 45 minutes, and it's very comfortable. Then the next step is we extract the cells, then we use a centrifuge over here, and this takes 90 seconds, which is amazing. Most of the other centrifuges out there take 90 minutes. So it's a very fast procedure. After we do that, we spin those cells down in the centrifuge, and we get stem cells and also PRP product, both together. Then in his particular case, he had an L5-S1 disc degeneration. We injected directly into the disc, and after that, the effects are about 2 to 4 weeks. He feels a little better, and then in about up to 6 months, those cells regenerate in that tissue. So it does a lot of different things, and it's all natural. And one of the biggest problems with degenerative disc disease is there's no good solution. You can get surgery, as I said, or you can get other treatments, but you're not curing the root problem, and it's a natural treatment.
And it's one thing to use that process. It's another to be somebody who's able to inject in the right place. That's one of the other things that you're an expert at.
Right. So it's really important. I have 30 years experience injecting. There are a lot of people that are great at injecting, but it's not, it's an art and a science. You have to be able to inject in the right spot, but you also have to know which is the right spot. You also have to make sure you do a comprehensive rehabilitation program. Also functional medicine now, herbal medicine, natural treatments, meditation, diet, nutrition, all of those things also have to go along with getting the injection.
Dr. Weiss, what other parts of the body can we use this in?
Well, right now, we're using it for all of your joints. Any kind of joint arthritis, sports injuries, industrial injuries. I'm doing primarily arthritis and joint pain.
Yeah, I remember the last time
use it for other areas as well.
The last time we saw you in person, actually, in the studio, you had a patient who had surgery on one knee, which completely still bothered her and had a big scar. And the other knee, where you did stem cells, she says works perfectly. All right, I want to wrap up with this. It's a little bit different, but in your wheelhouse. COVID-19, what we're seeing now are people who are through the infection phase, but have some residual effects. And so what's going to happen, I would imagine, is the kind of medicine you practice, that regenerative, is going to be even much more important today.
Absolutely. Regenerative medicine and rehabilitation is very important right now. We see a lot of people with COVID-19 and they had COPD, or they may have had a heart attack, or they had a stroke, or their immune system is down, they're debilitated, they're older. All of those things, rehabilitation physicians practice medicine on. We treat all of those. So I think that there's a role to play for the rehab physician and also in the regenerative area as well. And there's studies being done right now on the role of stem cells for COVID-19. It's still investigational, but there's definitely great promise in that area.
All right, Dr. Weiss, thank you very much. And Michael, we're certainly glad that you're feeling better.
Dr. Weiss has a special offer for Greatday viewers. Get up to $1,000 off a stem cell procedure when you book now through August 15th. Give Dr. Weiss a call at 832-808-7714. That number again, 832-808-7714, or visit him online at stemcellcenterhouston.com.